and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
They set the screen, and that one's good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
And Hickson throws it down.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability. You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Anthony kicks to Calderon. It's stolen by Arthur.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Hickson with the bucket.
Jameer Nelson dropping a delicious dime there.
Anthony against Gallinari. And that is good. 23 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The Knicks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Porzingis. He feeds it to Carmelo. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Anthony's just got 10 points in the quarter.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. New York ahead, up 4. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. New York leading by 4. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Derek Williams. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
It's stolen by Calderon. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
And the Knicks with possession here. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Boy, this is a Faried. Good D by Lopez.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Deep 2 from Anthony. Hickson grabs the board. Hickson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Foy missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The Knicks leading by 6. Stolen by Faried. Inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Laverne, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Gallinari comes in for Barton. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Tanking is something that all teams that are out of it tend to do. I hate that word, Clark, but it seems to be the one used by a lot. Nuggets didn't really try to hide it last season either.
Well, you know, it certainly looked that way. Right around March, they just started sitting key players for no real reason. They framed it as rest, but it didn't quite look that way.
New York, no good that time either.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Foy. Here's Fareed. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on Anthony.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Both good from the line that time. The Knicks with the lead.
Let's go Knicks!
Anthony on the wing. He kicks it to Lopez. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Oh, man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Anthony. New York moving it around. Williams kicks to Anthony. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Almost automatic when he can get the basketball that close to the basket.
Well, defense has to be played earlier in that situation. You've got to fight to not allow him to get that position in the first place.
Got a piece of it, and he slams it one-handed.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
A nice shot by Gallinari.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy, and what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Now here's Anthony. Shot on the wing. And it's Denver with the rebound. Laverne's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Harris. Offensive rebound. Good D by Williams.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Anthony kicks to Williams. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're losing by 3. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Harris. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
It's tipped. Feeds it to Carmelo. 41 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Connects.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything. Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time.
Gallinari with the steal.
And how about the anticipation? Just sniffed that one out, knew exactly when to make the move. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Moutier, no good. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for your Knicks.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
And here's Denver. And Fareed kicks to Gallinari. Harris passes to Fareed. The feed to Moutier. Here's Harris. The Nuggets with another miss.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Carmelo Anthony. During the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. Really didn't let up.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is a game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.